What are you about to witness is a couple of idiots trying to tackle pertinent issues of the world and the internet. They do pull some facts from their rear ends, and also lambast each other constantly like a couple of schoolgirls. Their views are not shared or endorsed by redbuttonjabfest.com or its partners. You've been warned. Please enjoy.
Okay, here we go. This is Tim and Jim tackling tough topics while using fucking webcams. It's a show where I just got a bunch of random crap in a Bullfit helmet, like random trends and topics. And I'm gonna pull them out, and we're gonna try our best to talk about them. This does not reflect the views of the site, and we're not the most educated individuals in the world to tackle these topics.
Yeah,
we're
it does.
angry.
Nope, it reflects the views.
Yes.
I'll be my notes out.
Oh, you get your notes?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna write notes down. You know. All right, let's do this.
I'm drawing boobies on the side. Okay,
All right.
ready? Ready for first topic?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the bowl. I'm looking at this camera to try to get people to see my eyes. Oh, the
It
first
looks really
topic.
creepy.
This is actually the #1 trending topic on Yahoo. Okay.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat. I'm not making this shit up. Mortal
Okay.
Kombat.
Okay.
Go. We're tackling the topic of Mortal Kombat. How the hell is Mortal Kombat the #1 trend right now?
I don't know. Lots of nerds. I don't know. I don't know. That's like the weirdest thing ever.
Well, isn't Mortal Kombat? It's a pretty good game. I mean, it's got a lot of nice gore in it. Got a lot of violence.
Well,
They're coming with the new game. Maybe that's why people are looking forward to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Well, the last thing I heard was there was a lot of gore.
Now, okay.
It's gonna go really. Okay.
So what ended up happening is I found out my internet sucks with wireless. So we were tackling the topic of Mortal Kombat and how violent it is, and using Gore Tech 3.0 as Ed Boon said it had. What kind of fatality would you like to see in Mortal Kombat?
A sphincter fatality. I don't know. Or just like someone just shoving their hand. I don't know.
Colonoscopy. Ready for another topic?
Yeah, go something else.
Yeah, let's go with something more serious. But that was the #1 trending topic on Oh, here we go. I pulled this out.
Okay.
Skirmish
Okay.
in the Gaza Strip.
Okay.
What's currently happening there? You have about nearly 2,000 people get killed in the Gaza Strip right now, with Hamas and Israel still fighting it out after the 3-day truce. So what do you think about that situation, Tim? If you have any opinions on that, we're tackling this topic.
I've got plenty of opinions about that one. That's a big one for me.
It is?
So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, Israel makes themselves out to seem like the victim, yet they're killing more people, and they've killed like 400 children. So, who's the bad guy?
It's kind of rough because you got like 29 rockets being fired off from kind of the Islamist extremists. Sorry, my tongue is like being tied as I'm sweating here. Now I'm sweating bullets. This is a tough topic. But at the same time, you also have guided drones and stuff like that from the other side. So you're dealing with essentially the equivalent of pebbles versus bombs in terms of war.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, the Hamas rockets are mostly unguided, and they're shooting off into Israel, but Israel mostly blocks all of them with the Iron Dome, so they're not hitting anything. They're just more of, it's like fireworks, effectively. They're firing fireworks, and it's weird.
Because I know, like, they had the Cairo mediated talks to try to get a peace going on, and how's my hair look right now?
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's how I divert attention away. You guys think I'm talking about something serious, and I just go on. No. But then I remember hearing one of the representatives of the group talking that, or what Israel feels like, that they want them to pay more attention to the strip, to occupy the strip, because essentially it's like this. We're talking about literally 141 square miles with almost a few million people in just a very densely populated spot without much, resources that, per se.
They don't have... Keep going.
Oh, no, I was ready for your response. I'm
well, you're right. They really don't have any resources. They've been in a blockade for the past like 7 years, so they can't get any supplies in. So every time like they get bombed, they can't rebuild again. So they become more and more desperate. And they're like 40% of the population is unemployed, so they have no money coming through. Israel blew up their like only electrical facility. So they're kind of, it's really bad. It's a humanitarian crisis there, but
it's pretty rough.
What are you gonna do?
You got kind of that. You got that front, and then you got. Well, this is totally unrelated, but we're kind of similar. You also have the Iraq front, where the extremists in the north, and America's now condoning doing attacks there, and you got a lot of little skirmishes here and there going on in the world. I don't know if they're little skirmishes, but pretty major. Yeah, it's kind of a rough situation that's going down there. Do you think there ever will be a truce fire? I mean, they had the 3-day truce, but it just rolls over to more attacks. Do you think they'll ever...
No. For, special stuff.
Well, after all the technical difficulties, here I am in a new room.
Woo!
Whoa! And he's talking about how his webcam's better. Mine's a built-in laptop webcam. You know what? Shut your face.
What are you pointing at?
What?
You're like pointing like this way. I'm here.
I see your face over here on my computer screen, and I'm trying to focus here. So I'm focusing on all these things, and it's gonna be so.
Okay, so
the magic of cameras. Okay, my hands are actually this blurry in real life.
Really? Yeah, mine too.
We were talking about the skirmish in the Gaza Strip earlier.
Hold on, put that back up. I can't read it. Put it back up.
Okay, hold on.
Put it back up. Let me see.
Skirmish. You gotta mirror image it. The Gaza Strip. He's mentioning casualties and weaponry.
I like how
we don't think there'll be a cease. Well, do you think it's also we have to get back to kind of religious differences too? Like, do you think that ever since we could kind of say when England left that area, kind of been very volatile since, or been volatile before then for a long time?
Well, the thing about it though is before Israel was created, like Jews and Christians and Muslims actually kind of lived together in a pretty good harmony. Then they create Israel and all this stuff happens. It goes wrong because there's...
It's kind of the Zionist movement, but it's kind of traditionally been their homeland in a sense. Like, I see both sides. We're not trying to be, one side or the other, but...
Yeah, it's this thing, it's like, it's our homeland because this book says so. And that's where I, like, iffy.
Yeah, I mean, well, because they're book, but also traditionally, dating back to Abraham, like the original forefather of that religion, traveling across, Canaan, but...
Well, yeah, but the Palestinians, it's their home too, because if you backtrace it enough, they're all like the same people. So it's like you took their land for you, and then you won't give them anything. It's
it is hard. It's like you could see like you take something away and how volatility could happen, and also the fact of you're leaving people with limited resources and not much to deal with, and and it's easy to brainwash people in that situation too when a lot of your population tends to be illiterate, so it's kind of a rough thing to row,
Well, yeah, but I mean, the people become desperate because they keep losing more land, and it's bad. I mean, Israel just, not in the Gaza Strip, but in the West Bank, they keep, building settlements, and that steals more land away from Palestinians, and then they talk about, having a two-state solution, but by the time they're done, there will be no two states. There'll only be, like, Israel and this tiny little patch for a bunch of people to sit in, and that'll be it. And so it's like...
It's kind of rough. So you feel like Israel is being kind of a bully of that area, in a way?
They are. They're a bully, and and we support them. We allow them to continue to do these kind of things. We give them tons of military aid, and
that's true. I mean, we do give a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of pretty much all their really good weapons are from us. We give them to them. We hand them really good things that they sometimes don't need, and it's ridiculous. And they have nuclear weapons. They don't want people to know about it, but they do, and it's weird. But they don't want anyone else to have them.
But at the same time, when you assess the situation, I'm going to play both sides here. But when you assess the situation, especially when that state came about, it's being unrecognized by its neighbors. I believe, if I misquote this war's name, I apologize. I think it's called the 8-Day War or something of that nature, where they were literally attacked by Libya, Egypt. All the Islamic nations pretty much try to knock them out right at the start. So you have a lot of hostile neighbors, and they are in terms of government, even though they've been supported a lot by the West because they are a democracy. So we do support them because of their policies. They do kind of harbor more free trade, or we like that free trade with them more so than kind of the views that of some of the other regions, even though we kind of keep it that way in a weird way too, so
we don't want to deal with anyone else, but it's weird. I don't know, but some of their trade is actually Palestinian stuff. They take it and they rebrand it and say that it's theirs. Is
it like a little toy or something that it says made in Palestine? It's a line through it, and it says Israel underneath it. Is that what you're saying? And then China comes in and they put made in China.
I actually think it's olive oil.
Olive oil.
It's something weird like that. It's a really weird thing. It's something that Palestinians make, but then the Israelis steal it.
You still want to talk about this topic, Tim? Do you think we tackled this tough topic?
Dude, we didn't tackle crap. Let's go to another one.
Ah! Here goes the next topic. We're going to try to rant and rave and ramble our way through, okay?
We should state to everyone that we have no idea what we're talking about, though. Like, most of our facts are just kind of made up as we go.
Oh, well... There's a little bit of talking out of the butts. But I think that we do have some... Well, okay, it's a lot of opinions going throughout here. This does not reflect the entirety of this item. Topic, as we're trying to tackle topics and keep a straight face. You ready for the next topic that we're going to tackle?
I hope it's about Satan.
Actually, it isn't. That's not what's trending. What is trending right now is state of entertainment.
Okay.
Essentially, how, even though we do always worship celebrities, not like a first in human culture, just how things are warping into the social media and people's avid assumption with sharing videos of these celebrities doing really mediocre things.
Okay.
Or however you look at the state of entertainment. Maybe the state of entertainment now more so web streaming, right? I mean, it's been going from the pre-aged plays down, go fast forward to radio, to television, and now there's not really many people with TV subscriptions now. I hear a lot of people just switching over to just Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, and which I mean is great. I think maybe it's time that we start looking at like TV subscriptions where you can pick the channels that you want instead of like having 150 channels and you only watch like 4.
Yeah, like an a la carte method. I mean, that'd be great if you could just say, "Oh, I like HBO. I'll put $2 on HBO a month or whatever." How they price bundle that,
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I mean, being able to stream off the internet, that was great too. But sometimes I actually just want to sit down in front of a TV. I get sick of sitting down like in front of a computer. So
it makes you feel like you're doing something else, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, it does. No, I feel like South Park. That one episode where they play a lot of like not World of Warcraft, but it is where you're just getting fatter and fatter. And then you have someone with like a crap bucket, like, more crap bucket.
And the biggest guy, like the guy that was ruling the game, just like.
Yep, that's what I feel like. Too much internet makes me feel like that.
Future America, they're just like cat with chopsticks.
That's what's gonna happen.
This is an inside joke between us. There's a guy that sat in the theater next to us during Real Steel. He had a big old tub of popcorn. He just sat next to us, and the whole time he was like this.
Sounds like a horse.
No, he did sound like a horse. We're all looking over at him like...
You didn't say crap. We were just looking at each other.
We were in each other's eyes. That was the real steal. I was like, yeah, real steal our love. Get it? Word play of steal is the STA.
Yeah, here's the topic, and then it's just a descent into gayness.
This is the state of entertainment, though. Get it? This is a meta comment right now, how ADD it is.
Yeah.
You go on one thing, and then you just see something else to the left, you click on it to watch it right away. How often
That's true, but we've been doing this for years. We are trendsetters then. We are pioneers.
We are pioneers of
random topics.
We basically put this pioneering to a point of now we're doing the webcams like, here's us.
Talking about nothing.
Glasses. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess in terms of entertainment, I guess, go down to press, like newspapers. They cost like $300 a year. They're trying to compensate for the rising increased cost of the resources because why would you really need a newspaper when you can access this information so instantly on the internet? Do you think that's going to go away like the dinosaurs?
They're going to go away, and I really think that like news channels will eventually leave because you can learn more from the internet than waiting for the TV to tell you then eventually too.
And usually like the TV news or what I find, besides news channels, you just go to your local channels and they go at 6. It's usually, the stuff that they try to sell is people dying in a car crash or someone getting, it's just nonstop bad news. Not like saying bad stuff doesn't happen. I just feel like, they don't really, they're not like talking about, unless they let a little blurb out about the stock market or international socioeconomic plights. They're not really talking about that. They're just talking about somebody ran over another kid on the sidewalk,
which is fun,
or the weather or something,
which is always grim. That's a dangerous topic. Is the weather? It's going to be hot.
They're like the horoscope section of the science book.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. The advancement of technology, and they can't even tell you if it's going to rain. They just go, it might.
It's
maybe.
A possibility. I theorize it.
And it's really bad when it's like 50% chance of rain. I wait all day, there's nothing.
And you were hoping for rain.
I was hoping for rain. We live in a hot area. I need rain for nourishment.
We live in an arid area. We really do. Next topic.
Yep, go.
The state of entertainment just degraded there.
Yeah, I didn't. Nothing.
Next topic is immigration.
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought I said imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So we tackled the tough topic of state of entertainment. Now we're on to immigration because we have a lot of poor detained minors down there that's being housed, being paid a lot.
Wait, minors or like minors like Seven Dwarfs minors because we need those to mine.
Not those minors.
Mine my rubies, miners.
We don't want you with your green cards here unless you get us more gold.
My gold. Horrifying.
It is absolutely horrifying. What did I learn through this process? No, but national opinion has shifted quite a bit. Back in February, I saw a stat where it was 41% wanted border security and walls, while most of them wanted, to fix the actual process of people obtaining citizenship.
Yeah.
Now it's shifted the other way. Now it's over 50% wanting the walls up and wanting deportation, and a little in the mid-40s wanting to streamline the process of people becoming legal citizens.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I do want them to streamline the process.
I think that it should be easier, but I mean, if you did come over illegally, you still have to wait your 7 years. You can't get a workaround.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like there is a maluse in a way because they do turn a blind eye towards that because it's cheaper labor, essentially.
Well, of course. Well, yeah.
That's the problem. Like, it's kind of like, well, we could really enforce these laws or really use, our electronic systems for something to really streamline when we employ people real fast.
Yeah.
But we don't really want to do it because even though that's a cheaper solution, we still want the cheap labor. But we're going to keep on talking about building walls and hiring more people and just essentially throwing money into a hole.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it should be more. It should be streamline the process, but also secure the border because
You still have the border security because of there's still threats that could come across the border. I'm not trying to say that, but
we've got the cartel to deal with and stuff like that, and they're not fun people.
Not at all.
So I mean, yeah, make it easier, secure the border. Unison would be
unified front, right? Get both the right and the left together on this versus just one side or the other. What about the Dream Act? What do you think about the Dream Act?
What was the Dream Act again?
It is if you were now I could be wrong on this, but I believe if you were born originally in the foreign nation,
yes,
but you're a baby and your parents go over the border, you're in America. You went to college and you actually complete education, thus you get accepted from being deported because you pretty much lived the majority of life here and you're actually doing something progressive in terms of your life.
Okay, well,
that's kind of a weird summation of that. I could be a little wrong here and there, to be honest, but I think that's what it was. So,
I mean, yeah, if you came over as a baby and you've lived here most of your life and you did get an education, then yeah, fine, stay here because we need you. We need educated.
We need more educated people.
Well, yeah, of course, and I mean, it's good to have them here. So
not to sideline it, but I did get nervous because I did read a statistic, and supposedly this is a real statistic. But I'm still surprised by how shocking it is. That 25% of the U.S. population, 1 out of 4 people you're going to see today, still believe in the geocentric model of the universe. That means somebody, you look at a mother effer, 1 out of those 4 mother effers still thinks the Earth is the center of the universe. That the sun is not the center of the universe. They still go back to the old Bible, we were going to torture you, Galileo model of the Earth is the center of the universe. Which makes no sense in any practical science.
Nope, it's totally true.
How is that true, Tim?
Because look at the sun. The sun is orbiting around here.
No, the Earth is orbiting around the sun in elliptical fashion due to gravity.
It's not. Your witchcraft doesn't work here.
No, it's not witchcraft. It's proven experimental scientific fact.
Yeah, I know, it is proven. But the Earth is still flat, though.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah, the Earth is flat.
Yeah, you go off the edge and you fall
It's a conspiracy. It's a NASA conspiracy. Every time you see pictures of the Earth, that's photoshopped.
Even from astronomers, they're just going up in space and they're like, we need to warp this picture so it looks like a
globe.
I think it's a globe.
I don't know.
I think it's spherical, to be honest.
I just say it's a circle, even though that's not right, but that's the best I can do with my limited education. I go, circle!
That's the best I could do with my art. And my circle's still warped.
That's perfect. That's Earth. That's like...
Ready for the next tough topic?
Yes.
We've been tackling tough topics. So politically incorrectly.
We have not solved anything.
And that is the message of the day. Nobody solves anything in this world. It just slowly progresses into chaos, like the second law of thermodynamics.
Thank you. I just like chaos.
Great entropy. Alright. You ready, Tim?
Yeah. Hit me.
Multiverse.
Okay.
This is actually a good follow-up, and I'm just pulling randomly out of this Boba Fett helmet, so I'm not conveniently, looking at this.
Yes.
Multiverse. Do you believe in the idea that there's more than one universe?
It is highly possible. With my 5 minutes of watching programs about it, yes.
So you think it's possible. Do you think that the possibility of each universe being a bubble, or how they kind of surmise it, talk about the extended universe, how it's still expanding despite the force of gravity. So here's a kind of a weird fact. I'm going to throw a stat at you.
Okay.
That our current state of physics could only explain for 5% of matter in the whole universe.
Okay.
That about roughly 70-odd% is dark energy, basically energy that's being antagonistic to gravity. So, they feel like the universe should start constricting at some point, but it's not.
Yes.
And then the other thing being, that's dark energy. Then the other small percent doing most of the gravity that they can't explain by any means of physical means is dark matter, like roughly a quarter, Do you think that each universe has their own physical constants? Like, we accept gravity by our different equations here. Do you think that those equations are warped in a different universe? Like, it's inverted somehow? Like, the idea that you could exist in another universe, a Tim,
yes,
who could exist in the universe, who could be anti-Jesus. This is the anti-Jesus Tim, by the way. But there's a universe where Tim is pro-Jesus. You're pro-Jesus, you also don't believe dinosaurs exist. There's another Tim like that.
Okay.
Do you think that we exist in other universes, or do you think these other universes are just governed by different laws, different matter, and there's no point of us living in multiple universes at once?
Well, no, I think we exist in multiple universes, but I don't think it's like a very drastic change. It's minute differences probably. It's like, you know, maybe Tim in another universe did something a little bit different than what I did. It's just little tiny things, but it's not like it's not dramatic. Like there's no like there maybe 500 universes away. There's like a black Tim, like one away. Just like it's pretty much exactly me.
I want to be friends with the African American Tim.
It is horrifying. He hates white people.
It's just like you, though. Yeah. You hate white people.
It's totally like me. That seeped in. You know, I met him. And
you found a wormhole or
yes.
some kind of Rosenberg bridge that's connecting to another universe instead? Like, it's that energetic?
I found the Rainbow Bridge.
Wait. Is that the same Rainbow Bridge that the Norse believe in?
Yes, I found the Rainbow Bridge.
Ready for another tough topic?
Yeah. Weird.
This one is actually trending, too.
Okay.
And this one is really stupid.
Okay. That's great.
Shih Tzus.
Okay.
The dog. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to put in the helmet when I saw that one.
Okay.
What's your opinion on little Shih Tzus? Do you put a bow on yours if you had one?
Let me just Google some images. Let me just look. Oh, yep, I hate these things. Yeah.
What do you hate about them?
They're just, I don't know, there's just something about them. I just don't like tiny dogs that much, and they're just, I
think some of them are cute. It's just when they're really pampered up like poodles. Like when they're super pampered up with the bows and stuff, that get a little weird. Because I have a friend who had one of them.
Depends on the poodle, though. It's really crazy. Like when you see a standard poodle, not a bad looking dog. But it's the miniature poodles that you just, I want to
bark, they go...
Yeah, this is the same with Shih Tzus. And they have shit in their name.
It's Chinese.
No, it's just shit.
Oh, because they're not much bigger than that.
Fecal
matter.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like their poops are larger than they are. We don't know how it happens, but it does.
It's magical.
Yeah, it's a magical poop.
You know, we just went from multiverse to Shih Tzus.
Yeah, and we're doing great.
You want to see the next topic? Now this is also trending.
Okay.
I did not just write it down just because I was being retarded. This is also trending on Yahoo at the moment.
Okay.
Truffles.
Truffles?
I had to do a double take. That's like the number 3 most trended thing.
What is wrong with people?
Truffles are delicious, but yeah, they're that's the big one. Outside of Mortal Kombat and Shih Tzus.
What truffles are we talking about? The candy or the
I believe it's candy truffles.
Oh.
I clicked on it just to, be like, truffles? Okay, click. I just see chocolate truffles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Truffles are delicious.
So you think that we have obesity crisis in America?
No.
Tough topic, see? So put it in there, the truffles.
Wait. No, truffles are delicious. If you eat too many, it's your own goddamn fault.
Okay.
Fat bastard.
I was trying to make it something serious, but I can't. Truffles. I don't know why people are trying truffles. I got another topic.
I got lube.
Oh, this is based after a new science article. This is not trending. I just thought to throw that in here.
Okay.
Fist bumping. They found out that fist bumping at a rate of a 25th of a handshake could transmit less germs. And I thought that was fascinating. And I wanted to see what your opinion is on fist bumping patients, like doctors not handshaking patients or high-fiving. Because high-fiving is a fourth, and fist bumping is a fraction of that fourth.
Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine, but it does make you look somewhat like a douche when it's like, hey, you got cancer, fist bump!
Can you imagine like an old doctor going in like, nice to meet you.
Boom!
And you have this little explosion.
Yeah. And now
don't spread the germs.
Yeah. That's why we have, like, hand sanitizers. Just sanitize your hands after you touch someone. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, if it spreads less germs, I mean, yeah, go for it. It is kind of funny, though, because I'm so used to handshakes that, like, meeting someone for the first time and fist bumping them is just kind of...
It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Because you're raised with the etiquettes.
Well, yeah, of course.
Give someone a handshake. Like,
yeah. How you doing?
Doing well.
Yeah. Right.
And now you're just, like, told to do this. You always think this is informal, like, boom.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
There's one more topic left in this hat.
And surprisingly, it's butt sex.
Actually, you're right. No, this is another trendy topic.
Okay.
And thankfully, this is not about Shih Tzus.
Okay, good.
It's about the Ebola fear. The possible spread of a virus that's decimating Western Africa right now, I assume. And they found a case, but it was a negative result in New York. But there's a big fear of this pretty virulent virus coming across to our nation and spreading our homeland in New York and causing a havoc. Do you think that's a possibility, or do you think it's a bunch of almost like the avian flu scare of the day?
It's a lot of, I think, overhyping and stuff like that. I mean, we brought those 2 people back, and the one dude, I think he's doing pretty well now. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, I think we're okay. People like these kind of things, though. They live off of, like, the fear of something happening. Especially, like, those,
a lot of hypochondriacs nowadays.
Well, yeah, and the news does not help at all, because they're like, this is how you could die!
It's like a million ways to die.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I mean, this kind of thing. But I mean, some people should be really excited for this because it's like, yay, Ebola. It's like zombies, kind of. Bunch of people, bleeding blood out of their eye sockets.
It's mostly spread by animals.
Yeah.
And
animals are immune.
And it's spread through blood, through broken skin. So it's not like as virulent as tuberculosis through the air.
Well, yeah.
Particles.
It's spread through bodily fluids, though. I think it could be spread even through, like, sweat itself, because the one dude was handshaking people, and that's how he got it. So
it also can be spread through semen, up to 7 days.
Well,
and it's 90% fatal.
It looks like me and you are out of a job for a while, because we gotta be safe. We can't get some,
We gotta be clean. Mm-hmm. I already recovered from the gonorrhea case a while ago, so we don't want that to happen again. Mm-hmm. But yeah, do you think it'd be like the Black Plague will ever happen in this day and age? Considering how fast, these microbiota are adapting, which makes sense.
Maybe if it was something that like just came out of nowhere really quick, and it could happen. But eventually, we take it down. But maybe.
We do have, like, not to sound weird, but we do, our population, we have to realize this, is exponentially growing.
Yes.
Like any other species on the planet.
Yeah.
And if everybody lived like Americans do, in terms of how we use resources, we would need literally 5 Earths right now.
Yes.
So the idea that we don't really have a space program to terraform other planets to get resources, we're kind of putting ourselves in a hole anyway in terms of, not to like a dick, living longer and having a lot of kids. I mean, not like anyone's not entitled to that.
They're not.
It's against your survival instincts not to live, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
But the kids, it's going to be hard to tell people don't have as many kids.
China does a great job at it, pretty much. They just go...
They adopt the others.
What?
They adopt some of the kids out, though.
I know, but I don't know. So what you were saying, though, is you are pro-Ebola. You're like, bring it on. I hope people die.
Well, I mean, I don't want people massively to die. It's just like, but I think it's a prospect right now of, we are going to drain this Earth of resources. We'll need to get more resources, or we need to do very stringent population control or resource control real soon.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
I don't want Ebola to be the answer. I'm just... You just got...
What's the answer? Okay, so I got an idea. If we really want to, like, terraform other planets, we need a lot more money to do that, and I think the way to do that is to actually have some kind of really bad disaster happen. So to be like, oh crap, we probably need to do something, like we need to go somewhere else. So it's almost like Watchmen, where they had to kill a lot of people to change things.
It's kind of sad, because like you have things like the global warming thing that they'll keep on bringing up over and over again.
Yes.
And then a lot of people still stay kind of ignorant to it and don't
Yeah.
really care
Yeah.
about it. Or the idea of alternative energy, just because of all the bureaucracy there is with the oil industry and everything else that's with
Yeah.
that, all the stuff that's running in the background.
Yeah.
It almost feels like that we'll trend towards something that has to be disastrous before we really learn that we should have invested in this or done this.
Oh yeah, of course. On the topic of alternative energy, I just don't like the fact that everyone is going electric. They're always like, everything will be electric cars. I'm like, there's other ideas other than electric.
I think the thing about electric cars is you need to charge the car with electricity.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the dumb part. I'm going to get past that dumb part.
Okay.
Where do you obtain electricity in your state? That is, if you're Pennsylvania, it's still through coal.
Yep.
Part of it.
Yeah.
And if you're in Arizona, it's nuclear. If you go to some parts of California, it's solar and wind and some other parts. So not all the energy you're obtaining for your electric car is environmentally safe.
Well, no, exactly. And
that's really what's the funny part about it,
Top Gear one time did an episode where they showed you all the places that every place that they have to grab resources from to make the batteries and how much pollution they actually shoot out. Because making batteries is a very, high pollutant process or whatever.
It creates a lot of pollution just to do the material that you want.
And the funny thing is, it's like they keep talking about electric cars, but my Civic can go farther than any of their electric cars can.
We have the Tesla. That's a really expensive electric car.
It's expensive, yeah, and it can't even go 300 miles yet. And it still takes, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours to charge it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's not worth. I think hydrogen is a better solution because it only takes 5 minutes.
Splitting water is a natural resource there.
I don't really understand it, but I just know that it's really quick to do.
It's just really reactive. It's just I'm really harnessing having the right catalyst in the battery and also not being so volatile. Because essentially your byproducts of water outside of the hydrogen is going to be oxygen, so you'd be spewing out more oxygen into your environment, which we all breathe. But the funny thing about oxygen is it's still one of the most carcinogenic molecules in the world.
There you go.
But we harness it. Your body's like a nuclear plant. It harnesses that reactive material and tries to contain it. But that's another topic. 50 minutes so far.
Oh, dear God.
Of us jabbering, gibbering.
Yep. So many people are going to watch this. Maybe one person. And
they're going to complain about our views. This Boba Fett helmet has no more tough topics in it.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you have a tough topic you really want to talk about? Because I'm open to talk about another tough topic.
I have no tough topics, but if anyone is actually watching this, what they can do is they can, tweet you about topics, and we could talk about them too.
At just simply James, or email us at jimwa@redbuttonjamfest.com.
Yeah, exactly. Because we'll do this again, and we'll be better next time.
We will be. We'll have a dedicated email address for this too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start the email address TimAndJim@redbuttonjamfest.com so people could email directly topics they really are concerned about.
Yeah. We'll research them a little bit, probably. I think we should, just so we
should next time.
Yeah, just so we don't look like idiots, because this is bad.
Oh, what was that as bad as I thought it was going to be? At first, with the whole internet connection scenario.
Yeah.
I was sweating, and I was all like, oh, God.
This is serious stuff. Oh.
I was like, the first time, the Gaza Strip, this is going to turn out just fine with the internet connection.
Nope.
Well, any last things you want to say, Tim?
No, not really. Thanks for having me on your show.
Anytime. Thank you for this show period of us tackling tough topics while just sitting down on our asses. Well, everybody, thank you for catching the very first.
And
Tim.
last.
Tim is probably going to be my left or right, so I'm going to be like, Tim and Jim tackle tough topics
Yeah,
while
boys.
using webcams.
Prepare.
I love you, Tim.
Love you too.
And see.